So, these people played with you. They made you think that they needed your help just so they can get you to manifest for them. Okay, they played with. Okay. It's very conniving and manipulative how they did this shit, but it's like they gathered your attention because you're like a healer. So they wounded themselves in order to get you to sympathize for them. And then therefore they project what they need, you know? So it's like, how can I help you? And it's like, I need this and a third. So you're doing your part in manifesting things for other people, but they needed to make it seem like it was for you, because if you're explaining, like, because people be sneaky in what they do. They try to get you to agree to do something, and because you're already in the process of doing it, like, I don't know how to explain this stuff, but if you were to say like, hey, universe, I need this, that, and the third for this person because they're in a bind, and the universe would have told you straight up, like, no, I'm not doing this for them. They need to do it for themselves, or something to the point where they had to make you think that you needed to manifest it for your life journey just for them to steal it from you, or to make you feel like you're doing something wrong, so you could be like, hey, I have this, do you want it? And they're like, hell yeah, I want it, da 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 da, blah, blah, type of sorts. But because it became so easy for them to manipulate you and finesse you into manifesting for them, they didn't secure anything solid for themselves. Like, okay, well, I got her doing this for me. Let me at least go over here and secure this, so it could seem like I'm still on my path. When they started attacking you, that's when their life ended. Like, you have things that you're being directed to do. They weren't paying attention to that because they figured that they could get Divine Feminine to do it for them. So they have been procrastinating their journey because they want the things that Divine Feminine has been promised, because of the journey that you feel me? Like, my equipment is not going to work for your journey because your life's purpose is not, and that's why they say you need a different group of people, because, you know, but it's like you and this masculine have a lot in common. It's just this karmic feminine in the way. And because this masculine cannot see it, it's pointless for Divine Feminine to, the reason why Divine Feminine missed her opportunity was because of this karmic feminine doing spells and things that you wouldn't be able to defend yourself against, especially if you don't have the knowledge or if you don't know that it's being done to you. So the first judgment was for the third party. It was like questionable to see if Divine Feminine was even a part of it or whatever, because Divine Feminine didn't know. But once Divine Feminine understood, because this karmic feminine started exposing herself and what was being done and blah blah blah, that's when Divine Feminine started defending herself, and that made that proved Divine Feminine's innocence. So now these karmics are dealing with karma, or this karmic feminine is dealing with karma. Moral of the story is, once Divine Feminine gets her stuff back, they are going to be left with nothing, or they're going to pick up where they left off while you're experiencing this masculine. Okay, yeah. So see, when you ask the universe for something and they give it to you and you waste it and then wonder why you're no longer getting answers or direction or anything like that, is because now it's like when you introduce somebody saying that you have like a really good job, your life's going good, bills paid, you don't have to worry about nothing. But because you wanted to help this goofball and he comes into the establishment and you're the one that brought him into the establishment and they cause crazy situations or thing or whatever, and then that backfires on you because it's like representing this person and putting a good word for this person. So it's like when you're at work, you're professional. When you go home, you're at home. You don't have to represent anything. So you're free to say, do whatever. This person brings the outside world into the workplace. And it's like they don't know how to separate the two. So now you've been associated and you lose everything. And now you got to start over from scratch. And this person expects you to help them. And it's like, no, you have to help yourself because I already helped you. And this is what you did with the opportunity I gave you. Why would I help you again so that you could mess up another opportunity? Now, that might not mess up y'all friendship. Y'all still might hang out and kicking and stuff. But as far as work goes, you are not going to get hired off of my credit. So that's what your new direction is, you know? So basically, you're walking away from this masculine, or this masculine is walking away from this karmic because he's realizing that what he asked for in divine feminine he got, but because he listened to other people's opinion instead of figuring it out himself. Yeah, this masculine is starting to see just because, you know, and it's starting to happen to the karmic feminine. Now, had it been happening to somebody else, this masculine wouldn't have cared. But because this karmic feminine is involved, so the karmic didn't want the truth to come out because she knew there was dirt behind her actions. Divine feminine didn't care about the truth being coming out because there's nothing for divine feminine to hide. And this masculine is wondering, how come you haven't left him yet? You know his intentions. Is just when you have things that you have to close out before you open up a new cycle, it can become frustrating. And with you there watching it and all this stuff like that, he thinks that you're like putting the blame on him, but you're really defending the karmic, and the karmic is projecting that onto him. Same way that he feels about divine feminine, she absorbed it as if he was talking to her. I don't know. But this masculine figured that if divine feminine doesn't want him and he loses this karmic feminine because he chose divine feminine, and he knows that once divine feminine spots things that are not, you know, you can't go out and cheat because you can't get your way tonight, maybe in the morning or maybe tomorrow, but you don't want to wait because you want it right now. That divine feminine is not going to stand for that. She going to walk away from him because he's not cooperating. And I feel like until he's ready, and the karmic knew that divine feminine was being patient, so she caused a situation to happen. And also, wait, I'm gonna do it. You walking away from this masculine, you could be walking into a situation that is what, like, that sparks your interest, and you can meet your masculine that way. Or if this masculine walks away from this karmic and go towards you, he'll realize that y'all have more in common, and you'll motivate him to do more with the things that he's passionate about. You telling your friends that you told this karmic all about your dreams and goals, and she has no interest in helping you do that. She only has interest in trying to bribe your child, you know, only has interest in using your sexual energies to try to manipulate divine feminine. But because of the situation that she caused, trying to save her own ass and fit the profile of similar situations that are different, then caused herself to lose this. You feel me? Like, you may be smart and strategic in how you plan your actions, but when it come down to it, yeah, all that stuff you was yelling, yeah, backfired. Yeah, you tried to save them. You tried to shelter this masculine from this karmic feminine, but it backfired on you. And the only thing that divine feminine did was inform this masculine of what this karmic is doing. And he felt like, oh no, you're only saying that because that's what your intentions are. But it's like, now he yelling, oh, you knew this. Why you ain't tell me? Sir, I told you. You thought that I was lying or finessing you or trying to tell you, like, you thought I was speaking in third person. Like, no, if the energy I give off is saying like, oh, speaking in third person, da, 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 that's because of the third party karmics. And that's what they were doing to this masculine, telling them, oh yeah, she do this, that, and the third. But when they say she, they was talking about themselves, but he assumed that they were talking about me because he didn't ask questions. Goofy.